Like we have to prepare documents for presentations, spreadsheets. We might have to prepare articles, project reports. We were using Microsoft Word for a long years, and nowadays we are using more on LaTeX and Overleaf platforms. So what is LaTeX? That will be presented in these sessions. We'll be having text and comments, how to prepare presentations, how to prepare tables and equations. That will be discussed in these slides. So first we have to understand what is LaTeX. It should be pronounced as LaTeX or LaTeX. And as compared to a Microsoft Word, it's not a word processor, it's a document preparation system. And we set the codes and we type in all those details and we prepare the PDF out. And the main advantage of the LaTeX over the MS Word is that it's a free software. It can be used by anyone. So how does a LaTeX do it? The LaTeX has been created by mathematicians and scientists for displaying their research results. So it's a platform created by scientists for the scientists. Here we can see that there is a whole lot of community. We are not alone. So when we have an online community working along with us, we can search for any queries if we have while doing with the LaTeX. That is the main advantage of LaTeX. So I'll be going to such a community. Here it's called Stack Exchange. I can see here, search on text. I can see here how to start with something. I can put my queries in the search box and I can find those solutions from many experts around the world. So the main thing we have to understand while doing LaTeX is that we are not alone. We are supported by experts all over the world. The other advantage of LaTeX is that we can have documentations in types of papers, presentations, spreadsheets, and we can have a brief overview of those presentations and spreadsheets. For example, if you see the Overleaf gallery, we can see that we have enough and more templates for preparing the academic journal, whether it be a resume, for a formal letter. We have hundreds and thousands of templates available in the web resource. So we will be utilizing these web resource templates for preparing our documents. So our documents will be more beautiful as compared to MS Word prepared documents. For example, for students, we can go for a project report template. I have prepared a template for my own students. So we will have a quick view on those. Here we can see that when we prepare a LaTeX in the Overleaf platform, we have two windows. On the left side, which is shown with words in blue color, this shows the editor window. And on the right side, we can see the output window. Here we can see that on the right side, we have the logo put on here and followed by declaration and all those things which needed for a project report. So what is the advantage as a faculty? The faculty needs to concentrate on the content rather than the appearance. All those titles, all those fonts will be standardized. We cannot, or the students will have freedom to write what is in their mind, what is their research results, so they can focus more on the content. They need not adjust the margins, they need not adjust the typesetting, and they'll be getting a PDF document as the output. Another advantage is that we are living through an era of pandemic, and we don't know when it would be over. A student who is working in India can share this document with his project supervisor anywhere in this world. So he can share it with the collaborators, that is the guide, and he'll be able to edit the document online. So it brings in the editor, that is a project supervisor, and the students into a single platform. That is the advantage of working the LaTeX with an online platform. And Overleaf is such an online platform for preparing LaTeX documents. And the main advantage is that it produces very beautiful documents. All these fonts are optimized and we get beautiful documents. When we switch over from Word to LaTeX, we usually have a confuse whether we should continue with what we are being practicing or whether we should study LaTeX. For that, I will tell you an analogy between an ordinary cassette player and a hi-fi system. The MS Word, I see it as an ordinary cassette player. You can see that it will be having only some 3 or 4 controls. So it is very easy to operate. However, the hi-fi system on the right side, it will be having many number of controls. On the first view, we can see that it is very complicated. However, the output which we get from the hi-fi system, just like the LaTeX, is highly above when compared to that of a MS Word. So whenever we start with preparing the documents using the LaTeX, we'll be having some difficulty at the beginning. We'll be having some suffocations. And we'll be passing through the suffocations and we'll be getting through all those and we'll be mastering it. And after a period of time, we'll be able to master it and we'll be producing good number of or good documents with a professional appearance. So what's the difference between a Microsoft Word and a LaTeX? In Microsoft Word, what you see is what you get. So you have to concentrate more on the appearance. You'll be looking at the screen and you will be concentrating more on the appearance rather than the content. Whereas on the LaTeX, we don't know how the final document will look like. We'll be putting on all those content which we have got from the research. And rather than the appearance, we'll be concentrating more on the content. How does a LaTeX work? So the first line, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. You might have heard about this statement. This is a popular sentence which is told in one of those English films, My Fair Lady. So here it is given that there is an emphasized code /emph. This is the code. So we write the LaTeX with the code and the text. And the LaTeX would be performing the processing and does the compiling. And after compiling, we get the final output as shown here. So this shows the command and the text. So when we have to put in comments for producing items, we have 3 items to be listed in the document: tea, milk, and biscuits. I should write these codes. And over this presentation, you will be seeing such codes in all these types. And I request all to smile at these codes, please. What I tell you is that these codes you don't have to by heart, you don't have to remember. Because we will get all these in online platforms. We can search over the Google, and earlier I had pointed out that we have a large and active community which will be helping to find these codes. For example, if we want to align figures in the article, we want an array of figures. It would be very difficult if you are preparing it with Word, because we cannot keep the alignment in proper. However, if we are going with the LaTeX, we can have the code. For example, if I want to align all those figures in a line as an array, I can go to the Google, I can search over here how to arrange the figures. We can get some codes, and these codes are easily available over the net, and you can see the output. Suppose we have 3 figures arranged in a line. This is the code. We just need to copy paste all these codes into our text, into our LaTeX editor, and thing is done. That's the beauty of the LaTeX. Now, how do we go with the LaTeX? We have offline platforms like TextMaker, Kite, Text Studio, MyText, Lex, and TextWorks. And these offline platforms needs to be installed in your computers. But when the pandemic came, we need more on an online platform. There, the Overleaf has gained its popularity. So what is Overleaf? Overleaf is an online platform for preparing the document in LaTeX. So it compiles or prepares the LaTeX documents automatically and shows you the results. So this is the Overleaf login page. So I suggest everyone to prepare a document, prepare a account in the Overleaf, and you can start exploring into the LaTeX online. Thing is that you can continue working on the article which you have just finished in the, or you have just completed while at home, and you can continue the remaining works at the college. So in the online platform, all these documents will be stored in the server. So we have more of a security. Rather than usually we tell that at the last minute of the presentations, in our post graduations and research, we are always afraid about something that just 1 week before or 2 weeks before that presentations, all those files would get corrupted, or our hard disk would get crashed. Don't know the reason, but it would be safer if we use an online platform like Overleaf. So when we log into the Overleaf using our Google account or Twitter or Facebook, we can have a home page like this. So I'll show you the home page in which on the left side we have the new project, and on the right side I have the projects which I am working on. So if I click a new project, I have a number of options. Either I can select a blank project, or I can select the templates from these academic journal till thesis. If I select any of these, I can get enough number of templates which I can edit upon, and I can use it for my own purpose. So LaTeX gives you enough number of opportunities. You have enough number of opportunities to work with the template. So when we start with an Overleaf, we call it as a documents / document class article. If it is an article, if it's a presentation, or it becomes a beamer. And similarly, for preparing a journal article, it will be called as an article, or if it's a formal letter, we call it as a letter or something like that. Okay? So each document starts with a document class. So this is a very simple document. It just types hello world. And here we can see something is written in green. These are all the commands. The argument in the curly braces tells that LaTeX what type of document is. It is an article. Then there is something written in some light blue color, percentage your content goes here. This starts a comment. So what is the purpose of comment? When we put the comment, all those text which falls beyond this percentage sign will not be presented in the output. So LaTeX will ignore the rest of the line. So when we type in the Overleaf, we have the Overleaf editor and the output. The words are separated by spaces and the paragraphs are separated by lines. And we can compress all those spaces in the output. Okay. So all those text will be put in between the begin document and the end document. And in order to have the different fonts, we can have fonts in italics or words slanted. We have different codes. I keep to remember, please smile at these codes, because all these codes are available in online. For example, if we search over the net, we can get enough number of fonts, whether we want a larger size or a small size. We have enough of these codes. You don't have to remember this. So when we see such long codes, don't tell your mind that we have to by heart it. You just smile at them. So in this session, I will be stepping into how to start with a Beamer presentation. So rather than a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, I will be happy if I will be able to motivate you to prepare a presentation using Beamer. Well, starting with the Beamer, the first thing we have to understand is that the slide which we call in a PowerPoint is called as a frame in the Beamer. So I want to start a presentation in the Beamer, and you can see that in this presentation, presentation has been made in the Beamer. You can see on the top side there is a navigation bar, which tells that at which point my presentation is. So my presentation is almost halfway over. Okay. So if I need to navigate to a previous slide, I just put the cursor and put in here. I can move it very easily. So this is called the navigation bar. So these are the advantages. These are the options which the LaTeX gives while do the presentation. So I'll be explaining all these steps for a beginner. I'm not interested in making you to remember these codes. I'll be using these online platforms, online web sources for preparing these LaTeX documents. So let us start. How to give a presentation in Beamer. So I have the Beamer themes available over the net. So these are the inbuilt themes. Okay, we have the default themes and we have a number of themes. Okay, in this web source, I can see some codes. And for a beginner, it is better that if you just click open in Overleaf, your Overleaf account will be uploading this template, and we can start the presentation. So here we can see that /document class Beamer. Earlier, I had told about the article, which was used for making journal articles, but Beamer is the document class used for making presentations, that is making slides. So hereafter, I will be calling slides as frames. So here they are used a theme Cambridge US, and we have the title as you can see on the right side, Beamer inbuilt themes Cambridge US. Okay. If I want to make any changes, I just need to type in whatever I need. Okay, Beamer sample, say anything like that. Okay, I can change my author name, and put my name. We can put the date. Okay, so this is the preamble. Whatever comes before the begin document is called preamble, and all those text which we need in the slides comes after the begin document. So you can see a /begin document, and at the end there will be an end document. On all those matter which need to be presented in the slides will be written in between this begin document and end document. So here we have 4 slides. Okay, you can either itemize or you can give numbers. We have codes for here. So if you don't want to use this code, just comment on it. Just put %sign on all this, so it will not be presented in the output. Here you can see that on the right side, the item 1, item 2, item 3, just after the order list, it will not be presented in the output. Okay. So what is the advantage is that we can use it on another slide. If we want to use it, we can just copy paste wherever we want. Now, when we want to add a new frame, just type in /begin frame. So each slide is called a frame. We start with a /begin frame. And usually this frame will be having a title, some title, okay, try that, okay, something like that. And I am putting some words on it, okay. And just doing the recompiling, and recompiling will be processing all those codes in green and blue, and it will be preparing these slides. So here we can see that we have this 4th slide in between. Okay. So that's how we prepare a presentation using Beam, and it's very easy because you don't have to remember any of these codes. Just make an account in the Overleaf. Just go to that site, take the template, and work it on. And you'll be having enough number of options. I'm not going into much of the options. You can work it on. You can explore on yourself. Now, if I want to add a navigation bar, just like this, earlier in that presentation, I haven't used that navigation bar. If I want to use a navigation bar, I can go to that site. Okay, hope you had understood this site, which I used for telling about the community, in which we have a number of experts. So if I want to add a top progress navigation bar, this is the code I have to use, and I'll be copying it, and I'll be putting it in the about document in that before the begin document in the line number 22. And if I do the recompiling, I can get a navigation bar at the top. You can see on the right side. I hope that the cursor is visible to everyone. So here we have the first section. And the beauty of this is that we can get all these table of contents being prepared within a single code. You can see here / table of contents. This single line will prepare you all those sections. All those sections will be arranged in this outline section. So it becomes more disciplined. This is called working smart. Now, I just want to relax and be happy, and the game is we want to have more on. Now, for the general typesetting in Overleaf, we have to prepare tables, equations, and we have to add in references. These are the things which we have to study in further. How to prepare a table. For that also, we have the web resource. When we want to have a table, either we can write the codes, we have to remember all these codes, and I'm not going to write all those codes because I need smart work. So I'll go to a web resource. I have the table generator. I can write over here. Okay, you can see here A, B, C, D. These are the columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the rows. So you can write over here, and I will be. I want to put in borders. So I put in the borders. Then, if I want to centralize these two columns, I want to centralize. I just prepare this as we do in a Microsoft Word, and if we click a generate, it will generate all these codes, and we can copy these codes into our LaTeX platform, whether it's online or offline. It's as simple as that. Now, if I want to write an equation, you can see here n by k equal to n dash by k dash into n minus k. These, when you have to write such complex equations, you have to remember all these codes. No need. We can just go to web resource. We have the community. We can use these post-math equation editor. Here we can see that if I want to write a new equation, suppose I will write a simple equation in calculus, some integral. I will put a comment sign over here. Percentage sign will comment all those. So integral a to b. Hope you will be remembering this equation. Please tell me if I am missed. I hope Silagam has joined this session. F dash of x equal to some f of b minus f of a. Am I right, ma'am? Integral a to b f dash x equal to f of b minus f of a. And you can get this code if you are happy with the output. You can just copy these codes back into our LaTeX editor, and we can copy there, and our equations can be made very easily. Now, if I want to put a reference, we use a bibtex file, okay, for which we will be using the Google platforms, Google Scholar platforms, and we can select all those bibtex, and we can add it into our reference bib files. So, for preparing an article, we have a Elsevier template. Elsevier template can be easily downloaded from their site. So on the left side, we have the codes as we have seen earlier. We have the codes, and the right side we have the output. And earlier, I have shown you that K2 project report link, and we have a quick view on there also. Okay. So if I see this image, I can see that after the certificate, all these we have the table of contents. If I want to prepare this table of contents in the Word with all those page numbers, it's not an easy task, but it's very easy with LaTeX because you just need to write this code / table of contents. See the line 212. If you write this code, all these would be generated automatically. Similarly, / list of figures will prepare you all those figures spread through different pages. So the LaTeX would help you to prepare the document with maximum appearance and a highly disciplined professional. And this will be helpful for students because in the final year of their graduations, they are busy with their placements, they are busy with their seminars and all that, all their subjects. It would be helping in preparing those project reports. So I request all the faculty in this audience to share these LaTeX platforms, convey this or inform about this Overleaf platform and about how to prepare these project reports to the students. Okay. So I have prepared some YouTube links for preparing those documents, and if you click there, it will give you step-by-step procedure on how to.
Let me tell you about this amazing opportunity. Right now, they're having one of their biggest sales of the year. So,
it would be giving you a step-by-step procedure on how to prepare a project report using Overleaf with a template. So, okay. Right. So these are the things which I have to share today. Okay. So I request all my audience to learn something new every day because we are all in that some 30s or 35s and we all play with numbers and it's there is every chance to get into Alzheimer's. So my suggestion is that learn something new every day. If you are using a PowerPoint presentation still yesterday, change over to Beamer from today. For a beginner, you can start writing a letter with Overleaf. For example, if you can click into that Overleaf account, you can start a new project. You can select form a letter. There are enough number of templates from which I have seen a good template in the second page. Here we have this template, and if you click on this, that template can be opened in the Overleaf and we can work it up and we can have a professional looking document. Okay, that's all from my side. So these are the things which I have to tell you. You will find that when you start working with the LaTeX, you will not you will find that it's time consuming, and of course you should always remember that you will never find time. You have to make time, and the success is simple: do what's right, the right way, and the right time. Because a couple of months back, I have seen an ad posted by IIT Palakkad. They are insisting that all those PhD candidates, research candidates, should have an exposure to Overleaf and LaTeX. So, if you are going to do the research in future, my suggestion is that you start preparing your simple documents first, right?